Hello, this is the seventh part of tutorial, and today we're gonna add a logic to place a building, to hide previous building when we're selecting new one, to hide the building when we are de-equipping our instrument, for example. And let's start. Let's start from hiding building when we're de-equipping our instrument. Let's open building component here, and we have an event on hammer equipped in my case, where I'm showing widget. In your case, maybe it will look similar to it. And here I'm providing boolean value equipped. Here I will check if my equipped is false, then my selected building will be destroyed. And my current z of set will be 0. That's all to hide a building. Okay, now we need to hide this building even if we select an other building. So for example, not for example, we have an event, the select building with class that we've created on first or second tutorial video. Here we're gonna check if class of new building is not the same as current selected building. So let's get selected building, get its class, get class, and check it. If it's the same, then we don't do anything. We don't need to spawn a new template. We're only spawning it if it's not equal. Then, if it's not equal, we're getting currently selected building and destroying it. If false, we destroy it and setting current z offset to 0, and then we're spawning an actor. Let's check it. So now I'm building small house, then selecting lumber, bench, and the equipping hammer. Okay, the equipping hammer didn't work. Nice. I think that pum, 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 if equipped false, then we're destroying the nectar. Let's check it again. Bench, the equipping, it's hidden. Picking up again, we need to select a building. Great. Uh, what should we do now? We should place a building when we are clicking, for example, left mouse button. So on building component, I have a custom event on left mouse click, and it is used for me to attack the scepter, but also I need to uh, handle this event here. It's in protection attack. If you don't have an in protection attack, okay, we can do it in other way, so that in future player will be able to change his or her key bindings on whenever keyboard button or mouse button he wants. We're gonna create a new in protection. Let's call it input action place building. It will be boolean. Let's go here and add new mapping in mapping context. Oh, now it's gonna be left mouse button. It is the same as attack. So let's go to building component, and here we have graph for inputs, and add input action place building. And when it has started, we're gonna get our selected building. Okay, also let's check if elapsed second, for example, if user holding button for a long time and decided not to build, like if elapsed seconds less than, for example, 1.5, then on completed or cancelled, we will place this building. We're getting selected building and setting it to none and setting current z offset to 0. So let's check this. I'm getting my house and making a left click. So here it is, it's placed. And if I'm getting a new small house, rotate it for example, and now I'm holding left button, unholding it, and I'm still able to move. For example, this is done because, like in my case, I decided to build it here, but then on the second I decided to build it a little bit lefter. So to prevent placing this building, I'm adding this condition. So here it is. Now we can place buildings. Bench here, for example. Bench here, for example. Okay, as we can see, in my case, a box that checks overlaps and colorizing red is too big. So let's do it like this. Let's add a variable that will affect box size, something like custom box scale, and it will be float, not an array, just single value. And by default, it will be 1. And here on function add box component on construction component, where we will multiply box extents by this scale and then setting it. So we will be able to manually decrease or increase size of this box. And also, I don't think that we need to scale it by the axis. In my case, I want the axis to be what it is. So I will only multiply xy. Let's break box extend vector. And we will, here we will make a vector that will remain the same, but x and y will be multiplied by box scale. X multiplied and y multiplied. Here it is. And for my house, I will open construction component and decrease the scale to 0.7. Yeah, it matches perfectly, but it seems by x Not so perfectly. Let's try to add a bench. And I forgot to disable collision for bench. Here it is. And if I will decrease it a little bit more, like 0.5. Okay, we need 0.5 x. Okay, I will stay on 0.7. That's fine for me. So that's all. That's how buildings can be placed. It's very simple. And on the next video, I think that we will make a logic to hide parts of a building when my instrument is de-equipped and show them back when my instrument is equipped back. Thanks for watching.